Astral projection, or what you know as out-of-body travel, is the expansion of consciousness to the point where the consciousness is externalized from the perspective of the physical body. This takes place as either a point of consciousness in one dream body or astral body, a dualistic perspective of both the physical body sleeping or in deep meditation, and the point of view of the dream body and astral body, known as bilocation, the feeling of being in two places at once, or an expansive, omnipresent view of a large expanse, or of unity with all things, moving into the perspective of the energy matrix, the soul, source, self, or the perspective of being in the physical body and that of the omnipresent energy matrix perspectives simultaneously, also known as trilocation or multilocation, being in many or all places at once. When the consciousness is externalized from the physical body perspective, this moves into the perspective of true reality, moving through levels or dimensions and experiencing the feeling of being in the astral or the non-physical bodies. In order to function fully within the physical body, one's perspective remains firmly encased within that body. Yet your true self, your soul self, Atman body, energy matrix, soul, does not reside within the physical body alone. When an individual reaches a certain level of vibratory frequency, the ability to perceive from the true perspective begins to take place. If one is fully grounded within the physical body, then this expansion into the true perspective will occur in balance. Currently, on your planet Earth, in your year of 2013, there is a shifting of dimensions occurring, if you will. One could also refer to this as a mass awakening of consciousness, or enlightenment within humanity taking place. A great many individuals are realizing their true potential. They are discovering that they are so much more than the third-dimensional body that they exist within. The minute this thought, this realization takes place within an individual, the body at the cellular level responds to that thought, creating a higher vibratory rate within that physical body, shifting it beyond its third-dimensional anchor point. This brings about many different states of awareness, and one of these states is that of perception beyond the confines of the physical body. Astral projection, or out-of-body travel, is a natural state for an organic, balanced, aware, and expansive human organism. The ability to travel beyond the confines of your human body is a natural part of your progression as a soul experiencing physicality. As long as this experience is not longed for with desperation or becomes a central focus of your spirituality above all other experiences and perspectives, and that it is experienced through a service to others' vibration, then this experience, that of astral projection or out-of-body travel, will bring you much learning, wonder, healing, activation, bliss, joy, euphoria, manifestation of desires, visitation and communication with other entities, and the feeling of freedom, and that of returning to one's true home whenever one wishes. Often, it is easier to enjoy the astral experience more than the physical one. With many out-of-body travellers, the experience is so blissful, so complete, that a feeling of disappointment is felt upon returning to the physical body. This is natural and most understood from the higher self perspective. Yet it is from the physical perspective that one is able to make the changes necessary to shift your planet into its higher dimensional form. Therefore, learning to be joyful upon your return to the physical body is a most balanced perspective for you, the astral traveller. To enjoy the physical life and the out-of-body experiences equally, to appreciate and understand their differences, yet to love existing within both perspectives, brings you into a natural balance. For is the moon disappointed when the sun rises? Does the sun feel sad and frustrated when the darkness of night settles and moonlight shines? It is the same for you. The physical body, the daylight experience, the path of the sun, is as necessary to your development and enlightenment as that of the non-physical body, the nighttime, dreamtime experience, the path of the moon. Embrace both with equal measure, and both shall be strengthened, each activating the other, bringing about expansion and true balance, that which we call genius flow. Yet for the beginner, the one who has just begun astral travel, out-of-body experience, it may well be the opposite feeling. The longing to return to the physical body, the reluctance to leave the proximity of the physical body, and fears regarding not being able to return to the physical body, are all normal, natural feelings for the beginner in this field. For those that have been told about astral travel, perhaps from another traveller or spiritual teacher, or through research into the experiences of others, they are at somewhat of an advantage during their first conscious experience of out-of-body travel, as all they have learned and become aware of will remain within their fields of knowledge as the astral experience occurs. Yet those with no knowledge or awareness whatsoever of out-of-body travel are at an advantage in a different way, as they will be taught every step of the way by the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self, which is instinctively and immediately activated as soon as astral experience takes place. These individuals draw upon their memories, for this is not the first time that this will have happened, although it may be the first time that one is conscious of it. Fears are normal for the beginner, and they are there as this is a new experience. Fear is therefore not to be rejected or thought of as a weakness or a failure. It is a natural response to anything unfamiliar that could be perceived as a threat to one's self. Fears are usually only present during the first few astral experiences, sometimes only the first. Sometimes fears are not present at all. But if they are, once the experience becomes familiar, and the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self has been perceived in its perspective of light, service to others, then fear will subside, and excitement, joy, and wonder will take its place. The higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self is often felt as a presence of other, somewhere around you, in your vicinity, during your first astral experience. It is most natural to feel fear. The fear is then projected as all emotions are magnified externally in an out-of-body state. In this state, the phrase, "your thoughts create your reality," has never been truer. Therefore, fear externalized presents the shadow self, and this can be perceived. However, the vibratory rate of the individual is also externalized, for thoughts and vibration create your reality. Therefore, the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self is also presented. Experiencing the shadow self in this state can also be triggered willingly, without fear, as part of one's spiritual discipline, and is a most necessary aspect of development. However, for the beginner, the light, love, service to others guidance aspect is the aspect to work with. One may have the feeling that there is more than one presence with you, a good, protective one and a bad one to fear. All these feelings are normal and natural, and all are externalized presentations of one's own thoughts and vibrations. Therefore, to be prepared in controlling your astral environment, as well as assisting you within your travels, is why we communicate these words now. Yet the fear experiences are not bad or to be shunned, for they too bring much learning, much awareness and much expansion. It is just so much more enjoyable for the beginner to experience the bliss available within astral travel as you externalize light and love. You can then at a later stage come back to your shadow work. Keeping rose quartz crystals by your bedside or sleeping area will instantly create externalized vibration of heart energy, love, bliss within your astral experience. As you enter the astral state and move out of body, remember the rose quartz crystal, for its energy field is magnified within the astral realms, giving you an anchor of unconditional love which will externalize your vibratory light, allowing you to feel the presence of the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self as angelic, light being, ascended master, protector, friend and guide. To imagine white, violet or pink light around you as you move out of body will also assist you in externalizing the love light presence. Many beginners in astral travel may automatically see these colors. Know then that you have activated the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self, angelic guidance presence if you see these colors. To be aware that you will be able to return to the physical body at will, whenever you so choose, when you are in a calm, centered state, is important in order to give you the confidence during your out-of-body experience. Often, the new traveller is so desperate to get back into body and wake up, if you will, that they block that process from occurring, firmly locking them into the out-of-body perspective. The key here is to relax, to know your astral travel is a normal, natural experience for all humans. We repeat, astral travel is a normal, natural experience for all humans. To imagine you are lying in your bed, relaxed, and then focus your attention upon your eyes and gently open them. This does take practice, as with all spiritual disciplines, and out-of-body experience is a spiritual discipline. All adepts know, even if they have been astral travelling for many years of their life, that they are but a beginner within the vast expanse of knowledge available. Knowing that one is forever a student is the key to mastery. The reluctance to leave the proximity of the physical body is also a normal, natural response for the beginner. Yet the higher self, inner self, all-knowing source self guide will bring about the urge, the longing to investigate, to walk through the door or the wall, or to fly out of the window and explore this new reality. Take baby steps here. Move away at your own pace. You truly have all the time in the world, if you will, for there is no linear time within this non-physical dimension. Time behaves differently here. It is much more fluid, and the perception of time is different. You may stand, sit, fly, hover or glide around your physical body for what may seem like hours. Yet in linear reality, this may only be 5 minutes of theta brainwave activity as you sleep. Knowing that moving away from the physical body is only a perception useful within the physical reality, for space and distance in this dimension behave as differently as time. You can be stood by your physical body in your bedroom, or stood upon a mountain in a faraway country, or be walking upon another unknown planet in another galaxy, or travelling through a portal, vortex, wormhole in hyperspace, and you will be just as close to your physical body. For in this dimension, time and space exist within one moment, one place. All and everything you experience is externalization of your own thoughts and your own vibration. Yet move away from your physical body at your own pace. Practice is the key. The security of the rose quartz crystal in your room will assist you. The feeling of being safe and protected and free to explore is the feeling you are looking for here. You will always be able to return to the physical body at will, no matter how far you appear to travel, for distance does not apply in this dimension. You only have to think of being in your physical body to bring yourself back. The only occasion whereby the physical body is not returned to is that of full, aware choice from an adept master in out-of-body travel, and that is a whole other communication. It cannot happen unless one chooses this after many years of out-of-body travel, and one would need extreme mastery over the physical body and the astral body, so such choices made are incredibly rare on your planet at this time. Once you have journeyed out of body on several occasions and moved further and further from your body within your perceived experience, then you shall become more and more confident that you will always be able to return to your physical body at will. The more you travel out of body, your concerns will change. They will no longer be, will I return to my physical body? But, how long will I be able to stay in my astral body? There is much information we can give to assist you in these astral travels. There are different layers, different dimensions to the astral realms. There are different bodies one moves into. There are many different ways to get out of the body and move through the bodies and through the dimensions. There are many different tools one can utilize when out of body. We speak today to the beginner in astral travel, yet we shall speak more on this matter through our conduit, Magenta Pixie. We would especially like to address the more seasoned travellers and assist with triggers to move up the dimensional ladder, if you will, within the astral planes and dimensions. We see, as the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, that this ability to move out of body and explore these dimensions en masse is in itself creating a new dimension within the astral fields. One could say the old astral dimensions are being replaced with a new astral dimension, and this would be a most true statement. Each individual that moves into conscious experience of out-of-body travel adds to the creation of this new astral dimension, which in turn creates the aligned vibration for more and more individuals to experience this. Hence why so many, especially the younger individuals, are experiencing astral travel now. We would say to the new astral traveller, to he or she who has only just experienced their first conscious out-of-body experience, we would say to you, you have done this before, many, many times. It is only that it appears to be your first time, because it is the first time you have had conscious recall, awareness in the moment of the astral travel. In your mother's womb, you will have experienced much out-of-body travel. In fact, you will have spent more of your 9 months out of body than in physical body, only coming into physical awareness just before birth. As a baby, within your first year of life, you will have moved out of body a great many times. As a young child, this will have happened, and there are many of you that have conscious memory of out-of-body travel as a child. Now, as an adult, whilst it may seem as though this is your very first time, your body, the physical body and the astral body, knows exactly what to do. It is your consciousness that needs to learn how to experience movement within the astral body. What we mean by this is that it is the conscious mind within the physical you that is becoming aware. This contributes towards the development of the light body at a cellular level. No longer travelling out of body without memory, but travelling out of body with full awareness and clear memory recall of it. This is why it feels like it is happening for the first time. Those who are out of body travelling now in this incarnation will have done this before in other lifetimes as other individuals. Many of you, beginners that we speak to now, are in fact adepts and masters at out-of-body travel on a soul level. Therefore, whilst you may feel like a beginner, you are indeed a master. The master and the student are always one, always one. The beginner at astral travel, or the adept, it matters not, for once the theta brainwave state, or should we say beyond the theta brainwave state, has been triggered at the conscious aware level, then this state is remembered and replicated, and one moves into mastery within an instant. Therefore, beginners, new astral travellers, relax and trust the process. All will be well, most well, and delights await you. When you move out of body, you truly begin to cross that rainbow bridge, and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is expansion, knowledge, and bliss. This awaits each and every rainbow traveller. Trust, going with the flow, patience, and practice are the golden keys you are looking for. Trust, going with the flow, patience, and practice. This will lead you to the path of joy within your human experience. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. Come with me on a euphoric voyage.